Hello and welcome. In this video we'll talk about one-off services. To create a new service, we need to go to Services and Overview. Here in the top right hand corner there is a Create Service button. When we click it, we'll be redirected to the screen where we can create a new service. So in this video we will be going over Productized one-off services. This is a service that client purchases once. This is not a recurring service, but it is productized, so it doesn't require evaluation. It has a set price. So first of all, we need to give our service a name. Let's call it test one-off service. Let's choose a workflow. If you don't understand workflows yet, please watch a video that I did on the subject previously before going forward. We will choose a productized service workflow that I have created previously. So next we need to specify items. Items are basically the building blocks of the service. What I mean by that is items should describe the thing that you are selling. So for example, if we put here logo design, set our quantity, can it be quantified? So this means can the user change the quantity of the service? So we will set the minimum to 1 and he can order 3 different logos. We will charge them $4.99 per logo, and you can see that the value is $4.99 because if the minimum quantity was 2, the value would be our price times 2, but we will just set this to 1. Okay. Also, if you choose the default quantity to 2, then the value would be also updated. So next we have the tax. Tax can be set in your general financial settings. I did cover tax in my previous video on the financial settings. Please watch it if you haven't yet. So next we can set the line item as add-on. Of course, you need at least one non-add-on item before you can start adding add-ons. Add-ons are basically options for the service that have their own price. So let's add one of the add-ons. We'll call it Express Delivery. This won't be quantifiable because add-ons also can be quantifiable. We will set the price to also $4.99, so this will double the price, and we will set it as an add-on. So also we can add additional revision, quantity 1, but here you can set from 1 to 10, and each revision would cost $200, I mean $1.99, and set it as an add-on. Okay. Of course, you can rearrange those items, delete them, all the standard stuff. Below you can also override the tax. For example, you can disable the tax for this one service. You can choose the currency. You can choose the payment methods that are available for this service. You can define the payment methods in your workspace finances settings in the payment method tab. I go over how to do this in my financial video. The next setting defines if the invoice should be automatically issued. So you can select between two options: never, which means it won't be issued, and automatically after payment. Okay, so let's save for now the service. As you can see, service has been created. Once you save a service, its type cannot be changed. So let's go to the order page tab, which is next. But for now, let's see what we have created. Here at the top of the order page, you have a standalone service URL. So of course, because we saved the service already and this setting is enabled, show this service in the service catalog, we would be able to see this service in the service catalog. But if it's disabled, we can only access it through the link. So while you are editing the service and trying it out and setting up different stuff, make sure not to show it in the service catalog, because once it is shown in the service catalog, it will be visible to all your customers. Okay, so I will open a new tab, paste the link to the service that I just copied. We will be redirected to the single page of the service because we didn't give it any image or description. It displays just the service summary. So here, as you can see, we have the logo design, which was our main item. It is quantifiable between 1 and 3, so we can choose 3 and we cannot choose any more. The price is updated accordingly. We can choose the express delivery add-on, and also we have an add-on on additional revisions. Once we check it, we can choose its quantity. Okay, so now let's add some details to the service. Let's go to the order page. We do not want to show this service on the service catalog for now, but let's set a service image. So I have downloaded some Unsplash image. Here you can see it. I have generated some dummy content, and let's just style it to give it maybe a little more visual appeal. So you can of course use bullet points. Okay, let's add some emojis. Okay, now when we save the changes, go back to our service and refresh the page, we should see the updated copy and the image. Yeah, so as you can see, we have an image, we have the description, and we have our service summary. On the right hand side, there is an order form that we can customize inside the order page tab at the bottom. You can also disable this order form. If we disable the order form, the checkout process will have one less step because we won't need the step with the order form. So it will go directly to the checkout. Going from service catalog to the service would redirect to this view, which is a more streamlined view where you see a smaller image, description, service summary, an ability for the customer to select the payment method. Of course, I cannot use Stripe because I would have to use the client Stripe, and I am logged in as an owner of the platform. So if I choose bank transfer, I can submit the service on behalf of the customer. When you choose any of manual payments, you will be able to submit the request on behalf of the client. But of course, to do that, you need to select one of the customers because each request has to be associated with the customer. Let's go back. Of course, if we want to use the order form, you can customize it here. You can choose between all those different field types. More will be coming in the future. Right now, we do not support conditional logic in Zendo. This will change in the future because we have plans to rewrite order forms completely and form building in Zendo. We will also add the ability to create forms that are not connected to a request or a service. You will be able to create intake forms for customers basically, and they will also include conditional logic. Okay, so now let's see how this looks from the perspective of the client. One more thing we need to do is to add our service to the service catalog. So let's disable the order form for now because we don't want to gather any additional information, but let's show the service in the service catalog. Let's give it a thumbnail image. I will just choose the same image that we chose for the single view. I will choose part of the description and copy it here and paste it here. And let's save changes. Now I need to go into Incognito tab. Okay, so here we are logged in as a client. Let's go to order. And if we scroll down, we can see our new service. Let's select the service. As you can see, because we disabled the order form, it goes directly to the checkout. So here we can, of course, order the logo. Let's choose one logo, express delivery, and 2 additional revisions. All the billing details are already filled out because I have filled them out in my client profile. And choose Stripe as a payment method, proceed to payment. I will use the credit card details that are available for use on the sandbox environment. Yeah, let's choose OK and hit pay. In the request, customer can see what happened behind the scenes. So first of all, a message from Zenbot was sent. So this message can be specified in the workflow of the service. Of course, Zenbot, its avatar and name can be changed. Second, a quote was created for the payment that was owed for the service. You can view the quote if you would like to. It is already marked as paid. You see here also that the quote was paid in full, and last, Zenbot auto-generated the invoice and sent it to client. You can download it, you can view the quote that is correlated with the invoice, and you can also view the invoice itself. So this is all the information you need to fully understand the productized services. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and see you in the next one. Cheers!